Okay. Literally everything that you need to know in order to succeed in your life and make your dreams come true is on this one sheet of paper. Everything. And it all starts with the law of assumption, which is about here. So stay with me. I promise in max 5 minutes, you're gonna have the whole roadmap and plan that if you apply consistently, you will have the life that you dream of, guaranteed. And so before diving into all these stages here, I just want to explain something here that I believe is really important, and that is the concept of nothing, the no thing, oneness, everything. And this essentially is what some people call God. It's the everything, the no thing. It could be called the universe if you prefer. And this is also you in this dimension of oneness and nothing. And here on the other side of the spectrum completely, there is you as the physical version of you. In my case, this is Camille. She has light brown hair, blue eyes, lives in Montreal, is a guide, a spiritual guide, and a business mentor. Full of labels. She's a sister, a daughter in this lifetime. And here, there's none of that. This is just nothing and everything. And so all of this affects you in your business as well, in your life as a spiritual entrepreneur. And so everything starts here with the law of assumption. So the law of assumption is the law that determines what you will think of you, of life, of your circumstances in life. And the things that impact your assumptions are your family, your religion, your culture, your community. So these are all factors that affect your assumptions. Assumptions are going to be things like, if you think it's hard, it will be, okay? And things like, it's hard to make money. Maybe the environment you grew up in made you believe that it is hard to make money and you have to work hard to make money, and that you can't be pretty and have success because people will judge you. And those all come from your environment, your cultural background, religion, community, family system. And then you have your brain's wiring. So all these assumptions, they end up wiring your brain in a certain way. And so as a kid, you grow up and all these things start creating neural pathways, in your brain. And you start thinking that this is just the way it is, and it's your by default conditioning and by default programming. And so you'll find everything in your reality to prove that what you believe, that your assumptions are true. For example, you will watch TV and watch the news and it's the end of the world, and politically it's crap, and economically it's crap, and you're going to start finding everything in your physical and tangible reality to prove that you're right. And remember this one thing, your brain's job and what it wants is to make you feel like you're right. It can never be wrong, because otherwise there's a discrepancy and dissonance in your brain, and you always have to prove that you are right by your physical reality. And so this brain wiring is going to create some thoughts in you. And these thoughts could look something like, no, don't post too often on social media. You'll appear as salesy and annoying and like you just want to make money. Don't sell because the market is too saturated anyways. You're wasting your time. So those are the thoughts that start creeping up in your mind. And these thoughts, they create feeling. The feeling, for example, that, no, I'm not ready yet. I can't post because I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy of making money because, the assumptions. And these feelings get you to make some actions that align with them. They're gonna match your feelings to prove your brain that you were right. And so your actions are gonna look like you're not posting on social media. You're not launching that program that you wanted to launch. You're not moving out of the apartment because someone told you that it was not safe in this economy to move out because you're never gonna get anything better. But that is their conditioning and their wiring. And here I also want you to take a moment to think. The people in your life that you listen to, that you take advice from, do they live the life that you want to live? And if not, why are you taking advice from these people? And these actions, they create your reality, your physical reality, the 3D that you live in. And then you're in your reality and you're like, well, you see, I told you it's hard to make money. I don't have anything in my bank account. And you see, I told you there's no one is watching my live video. And you see, I told you, no. Because of the assumptions that you had that triggered this physical reality. And there's a concept that I like calling the script that is running out. And the assumptions you have here, if unchanged, the script is running out and the physical reality always looks the same. But the day you start changing your assumptions and wiring your brain differently, thinking differently, feeling differently, and acting differently, eventually the script runs out and you start seeing, touching, and having physically in your reality, tangibly, something that is completely different because you allowed the script to complete and to leave room for the new one that you programmed right here. And something that is really important to understand is that you cannot bypass by simply changing your actions. If you have not changed your assumptions, your belief system, your brain's wiring, and that will also affect your thoughts and your feelings, if you haven't changed that yet and addressed it and dive deeper here in your subconscious mind, in your heart, in your soul, in your subconscious beliefs, even if you try to bypass all of this work by changing your actions, it will not work. It might work temporarily, but you will go back to square one because these assumptions will always creep up and make you sabotage in your physical reality. Remember, your brain wants to be right. If the assumptions are still there, you're gonna subconsciously take the actions in your reality, in your physical reality, to prove yourself right. And so you have to go here first. You have to go work on this first. And it does not matter if you don't see the tangible physical results yet in your reality. You have to trust. You have to trust that it's coming, that the script is running out. And so this is what we do in the Alchemy Lab. We go back into your assumptions. We change them. We rewire your brain's formatting, your thoughts, your feelings. And then in Systems Queen, we work on your aligned actions, on the systems, the structure, the foundation, the processes, the things that in your 3D world matter to support that, to support all the work that you're doing here and the magnitude of the things you're calling in and creating in your life. And here is what we do in the Soul Remembrance Portal. We remember who you are because it's always there. You always have at all times everything you need here and now inside of you to go through anything in your life. Always at all times. But you end up forgetting. Why? Because of all of this, because of the conditioning, because of where you came from and the assumptions. And going back here in Portal of Remembrance is where we remember so that you can feel worthy, deserving, brave enough, and that you have everything that you need to go through all of this. And so Portal of Remembrance, the Alchemy Lab, where we alchemize all of this and we walk with the fear and we walk with the doubt and we walk with everything in the dark before we see the proof that it's all coming. And it's inevitable. It's inevitable that it will come. Because think about it. When you roll some dices over and over and over and over and over again, eventually you get all sixes, you get all ones, you get all twos. Did it take time? Yeah. But is it a certainty that it will happen? Of course, it's just statistics, it's probabilities. And if you keep showing up and you keep changing your assumptions and your thoughts and your feelings and your actions, it's inevitable that your reality will become what you think and what you feel and what you believe and what you assume to be your reality. And so this is the work that we do together. And you're welcome to jump in any of these ones with me, because you have to work on all of these at all times. It's an eternal dance between the realms and the frequencies and the realities. One cannot exist without the other one. It's like the yin and yang. They both need each other to feed each other and to dance with one another, to support one another in order to work out. So, portal of remembrance. If you feel like what you are challenged with right now is to remember who the F you are and what you deserve to live in this lifetime, in this experience, this human experience. If you feel like what challenges you most right now is to trust the process, to change the assumptions, to walk through the fear, to walk with it, to walk through uncertainty and trust that it's coming, the Alchemy Lab. And if you feel like what you're challenged with right now is the systems to support all of this, because you know who the F you are, you know that it's coming, you're trusting, you're able to walk with fear hand in hand and to look at your BS straight into the eye and address it. And you're lacking the structure, the systems to support that, because when the volume comes in, it's overwhelming and you don't know where to start and you know what you have to do, but you don't know how to do it and you feel like you're procrastinating. Systems screaming. And so there you have it. It's the whole universe of consciousness guidance. And I'm super excited to see you inside. And remember that if you have any questions, if you feel the pull, if you feel your sacral on fire, you're one call away to changing your life. Book with me. It's completely free. A discovery call in the link in my bio.